But not for you.
Not for me?
I wouldn't answer to you.
That's what I tell my sons, get a job, get a job, get a job. Get a job.
Who's Sabrina Carpenter?
Harry is very well connected. He has like friends in sort of every service that you could think of. If you had a problem, what past co-star do you think you could rely on
Past
to like
what?
co-star?
Co-star?
Who you call it?
None of them. I haven't
don't
allowed anyone.
And are you sort of like, how likely are you to pick up the phone in an emergency? Like, do you answer your phone?
I normally got my phone on silent.
Really?
So yeah, probably unlikely to.
Do not disturb.
Yeah, or just don't like the phone ringing. So I have to check. So there's a sort of, there will be a bit of a buffer between you having an accident and me noticing, if I'm honest, yeah. On account of being so busy.
That's really nice to know.
But would I answer? Of course I would, but there will be a delay.
There will be a delay.
But not for you.
Not for me?
I wouldn't answer to you. Because you don't have my number. And also, it's like, it's irrelevant.
I'm not going to rely on you if I have an accident.
I wouldn't. Because I won't hear it, for one. There'll be a delay. So make sure you have an appropriate
Tom Hardy's
person.
on my list of the people I'm
Make
going to
sure
call.
you have that person is all I'm saying, because it can't be me.
So the dynamic between you and Helen Mirren in this is really like fascinating. Like in the trailer, Conrad says, "She holds me together, that makes her the most dangerous of all." How much did Maeve influence your portrayal of Conrad?
Maeve and Helen Mirren inspires me a lot. I'm such a fan of Helen Mirren. Likewise, Tom Hardy, Paddy, Constantine. So I was surrounded by these gifted, great actors, and then the writing of Jez Butterworth and Guy Ritchie, huge fan of. So, you know, this lovely gift came into my life, and then you have to do it, and hopefully you don't mess it up. Hopefully you don't, you know, bump into the furniture. But it came together kind of seamlessly, really, effortlessly, and yet a lot of effort went into it.
You previously worked with Guy Ritchie in 2008 on Rock and Roller. What was it like sort of working with him again? And was there anything that he's made recently that you like sort of intrigued you? Did you watch The Gentleman?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Great.
The film.
The show?
100%.
And the film?
I'm not as big a fan of the show as I am the film. The film was, for me, I really, really enjoyed that. But I don't watch much television or film, so I haven't watched the Gentleman TV show, so I'm just being clear with that. I don't really watch many films either. So the Guy Ritchie that I'm familiar with goes back to when I was a much younger person. So it would be Lock, Stock and Snatch. And I only did a little bit in Rock and Roller, so I would have I wanted to work with him in a more substantial way.
And what was it like working with Guy? Was there anything that he's done recently that sort of intrigued you to work with him? Did you watch The Gentleman?
I did.
You did? Did you like it?
I watched it all
Yeah.
before I set sail. And Kaya Scodelario, she and I are friends. We did a movie together.
She's
I love
brilliant.
her. I love her. She's so good.
There's always like that Guy Ritchie touch with all of his projects. Like you know it's a Guy Ritchie like sort of project.
It's true. No, it is. I mean, that's why we love it. And when people say to me, you know, say, "What are you doing?" I'm working with Guy Ritchie. Everybody goes, "Oh, wow.
It's going to be good.
I want to see it. Tom Hardy. Oh, my God, I really want to see it. And Helen Mirren, I really, really, really want to see
Here's
it.
Brosnan.
Brosnan. I'm in there.
And you've had the opportunity to work with some incredible people, Jackie Chan, Meryl Streep, you know. Is there anyone that you haven't worked with yet that you really want to, or someone that you'd like to work with again?
I'd love to work with De Niro, Tony Hopkins. Gosh, you know, Cillian Murphy, Bradley Cooper. There's a lot.
All the greats, yeah.
There's so many. Kate Winslet.
Oh, she's incredible.
There you go. Love her.
Need a movie with all of those all together.
Jessica Chastain.
Oh, she's
There's a
amazing. Just
list
keep.
here. They go on and on and on.
And this show is so like immediately gripping. I think it's going to be a binge watch for a lot of people. Do you remember the last show you binge watched? You said you didn't really watch shows.
Oh, yeah, The Bear.
The Bear.
Yeah, I loved that.
I love The Bear. It's so good. Did you watch all of the seasons?
And Below Deck.
Oh, Below
Yeah,
Deck is
there
so
you go.
good.
Like, that's about...
Reality TV.
That's where the characters are.
That is.
Then, you know, not just Below Deck, but all reality TV shows and, you know...
Love is Blind.
Yeah, and Married
Married at
First
First
Sight,
Sight.
yeah.
I've been watching that.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Characters. It's like, oh, I'll take that and I'll put that over here.
You played the ultimate hero, pretty much. James Bond is the ultimate hero. But in this, you're such like a cold sort of criminal. Do you like playing the bad guy, or do you prefer playing the hero?
Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Much better.
Much more fun.
Much more fun. But the bad guy just gives you so much stage, so much on the canvas, so much freedom to be anything you want to be. You want to play it all.
Yeah.
You want to play it all. You want to, I was trained as an actor and led to believe that I could play anything.
Seeing you in this sort of like crime family concept reminded me of you in Legend as the Cray twins. And there's even like a small mention of them in like the first episode. Yeah. Do you like see any, like how would you compare filming like in sort of the 50s, 60s crime scene to like modern day crime scene?
The clothes are different. I suppose the technology is slightly different, but I don't really see much difference in the characters.
Yeah, like they were much more dapper back in the day. Now
But this is fashion, this is design, right? I don't think the character has changed since piracy or, urchins and...
They think they still got the same sort of personalities.
Or kings and queens, do you know, if you go right back, if you look at things like, well, I mean, it's not real, but the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You know, the concept of mercenaries and kings and queens and families that, they're extremely violent and take things off of each other and argue with each other. And, that's it goes thousands of years back. So gangstering is sort of like what underpins all tradition.
Wow.
In some acts.
So philosophical.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
And if you could sit down with Harry and sort of offer him advice for all the issues that he comes across, what would you tell him?
I'd swerve Harry.
You wouldn't go near him?
I'd swerve Harry, yeah. I wouldn't certainly be caught trying to give him advice. Unsolicited suggestions and advice for him, no. No, he's a character. I'm happy with him where he is.
As such a brilliant and seasoned actor, do you feel like you still learn something new on sets, or do you think you've just cracked the code?
Constant work.
Constant learning.
Constant doing, yes. Because you change as a person, as a man. Each job is a challenge. It's still, I'm excited, it's great, I love it, I got a job. It's wonderful getting a job, get a job. That's what I tell my sons, get a job. Get a job. And then, you get the job and then you have to do the bloody thing. Then you have to go, I have to face Tom Hardy, I have to face Helen Mirren, I have to walk out there and do your stuff, show yourself. So
What job that
it's
is.
always a challenge.
Best job.
It's a great job.
Fontaine's DC are so perfect for the opening theme of this. What songs do you think would be on Harry's playlist?
I don't know, that's a really good question. I never thought about Harry like that. Some characters I do think about, have a playlist for. I didn't have one for him. Actually, that's not true. I do have just one song, and it is The Fontaine.
Really? That is good, yeah.
It's just the theme tune.
It's the vibe.
It's not, it's their song,
What songs or artists would be on Conrad's playlist, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. London's Burning, Rock the Casbah.
That's good. As we're MTV, what's on your playlist at the moment?
Oh, what's on my playlist? What do I listen to? I listen to a lot of Max Richter. I listen to a lot of screen music.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I love screen music.
Yeah, it's the best.
Ooh, Czarface.
Czarface? Is that like rock?
Kind of, but hip-hop.
Hip-hop. Hip-hop.
It's kind of like rock, but not all.
Yeah, I've heard you listen to like all sorts. Sabrina Carpenter.
There you go.
Run.
Who's Sabrina Carpenter? I'm gonna Google fire. As soon as you get off the interview, I'm gonna Google-tize this. What's her name? Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, I'll make you a playlist.
I'll be a huge fan.
I'll call
I can
you
tell.
and you won't answer.
I can tell I'm gonna be a huge fan already. Thank you. I'm sorry, Sabrina, if that's anything.
Sabrina sucks.